something extraordinary going on in Barrie, Ontario. No one seems to know exactly what I'm on. And all of the mistakes I've made, the way I've acted until now.
Welcome back to another episode. This time we have Latchkey with us and Gillian as our co-host. Welcome, everybody.
Howdy.
Thank you so much for joining
And
us.
she's wearing a pink shirt.
And she's wearing a pink shirt. And for some reason, only Gillian, when she woos, it's at a frequency that actually cuts off the speaker. So she just mutes at some point.
I'm not surprised.
The same thing happens with my ears. So
Oh, perfect.
As soon as you see me, it's like white noise because you can hear my mouth moving.
So you released the latest single in 2020 with Shelter. What has Latchkey been working on since, and what should we be expecting?
We are working on new songs. We have a music video coming out soon as well. And yeah, just a new EP. That's way better than Shelter and the other songs. So
it's a little more pop punkier style than we usually write, but I think it's some good stuff.
we've been trying to be a pop punk band forever and it never worked. So finally we've figured it out. And yeah, it literally sounds like New Found Glory, like instrumentally, and it's very excited.
What made you go that route?
The ability to, I don't know, just play that type of music. I don't know. It just worked finally.
It kind of happened almost by accident. We just started writing new things because we started saying, okay, we haven't written anything new in a while. Let's sit down and really start trying to, write a handful of songs, weed out the ones that we're not so interested in, go with the ones that we really feel good about. And after the first one started, we just kind of said, hey, we could okay, let's see if we can build off that. And it just ball kept rolling.
It's way more collaborative now. It takes us I'm not joking, 6 months to write one song, and it drives me crazy, and me and Zac kill each other. But it sounds really good. If we had this, we wouldn't have been able to do the interview last week because we were mad at each other.
But I mean, if it worked for Mac, it's going to work for Latchkey.
Exactly. Yeah. The more you hate, the more you love, or something.
With the upcoming EP, is there a common theme or is there a story that's going along with it?
Actually, kind of. I actually thought about this the other day, and I don't think we really intended for it. It's almost just about disappointment.
Yeah, kind of.
Pretty much. I've realized that's kind of the central theme on the whole EP.
But it's not COVID driven, really. It's just
no, we're not we're so disappointed we're at home writing songs alone.
So, I think that both songs are just so super fun and energetic. It'd be if we had a really cool party and our songs came up on shuffle, it wouldn't be weird. It'd be cool to
they're upbeat, but they're sad boy songs.
Yeah,
sad boy pop punk.
Yeah, the lyrics are sad boy, but the energy is not sad boy.
So it's fun, energetic songs about disappointment.
Yes. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you figured it out.
When someone brings up Latchkey when it comes to live shows, I would say
disappointment again.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of professionalism, I feel, when it comes to you guys playing live. Not full on Seaway uniform, but pretty much at that level where you guys all mesh so well on stage that it's kind of a uniform, and it's always a feel good.
That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Well, that's just too nice.
Yeah. So thank you for saying that.
I mean,
you're
when
welcome,
we try and live shows, it's one of those things. Obviously, we want to put on a good show and be professional and kind of do what we showed up to do, but at the same time, not as weirdly as this sounds, not take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, the Seaway reference is cool because I feel they show a lot of personality in their band. Oh, Zac, I'm gonna kill you.
Keeping it.
It's all good.
But I feel like that's like with the new music video. It literally is like when the music video comes out, that's literally us as people, like the way that it's represented. Just like we're trying to like show a lot more like personality in the band.
Yeah, like
For better or for worse.
the new video was kind of meant to, yeah, like kind of really show the not serious side of things.
Latchkey wouldn't exist if it weren't for, let's say, 3 albums. What are those albums?
Well, like as of recently, like sad boy music out of like Spanish love songs is like kind of like the most sad boy thing ever. But like I think in terms of like Brandon's songwriting and like lyrics, it would be like the Wonder Years and like Transit.
Brand new.
We can't talk about Brand New. Canceled. But yeah, but probably like the Wonder Years or Story So Far or something like that, I guess.
When we're all allowed to book shows again, are you going to be ready, or are you going to be like waiting until like the very last minute?
Oh no, we'll be ready. We've already been talking about like how when we get back to it, how we're gonna rearrange a set, add all the new stuff, get everything together, because we're itching.
Yeah, the second we get our like mixes and masters back, pretty much just like if their shows, like obviously want to like not just like go right ahead and just jump in there, like a proper like release show and stuff like that would be like obviously tight. But yeah, the second the songs are ready, then we're ready.
So the new EP that you have coming out, what do you think is going to attract people to it?
This amazing songwriting.
I think it's just like me personally, I find all the new songs that we've been writing very, in my opinion, very catchy. Like very catchy. So I think it's going to be just kind of more in that department. Yeah, like
if you like early 2000s like pop punk, it like kind of that kind of stuff. You probably dig the new sound.
It's about 8 years since you've been a band. You've been releasing things as a band anyway for 8 years. Is there any piece of advice that you wish you could have given like your 8-year younger self?
One thing is like just, I don't know, making sure like you're proud of everything you do instead of just releasing it for the sake of having releases out.
Yeah, I probably would have gone like, I would have said, whenever you're going to go into the studio and record, it's worth it to aim high. Don't try and budget shop if you can help it. Just because like all the new stuff we've been recording, we've gone with a bigger producer, and just the difference is night and day.
But also with like this new stuff, it's the first time I felt like we've written stuff that's like worthwhile to spend like the time and money on, to go with someone who's like we recorded with like we did like the new Seaway record and stuff like that, and like it's like obviously like a lot of work and stuff. We felt that these are the first songs that we wrote that was worth like spending the money and time on to do it, I guess, right?
Basically get them done the right way. Like that, not to put down any other producer we've ever worked with or anyone for that sake, but it was just, you know what, we found the right guy to produce the songs. Very glad we went with the way the direction we went with that, because they turned out, like, in my opinion, the production value is phenomenal.
You'll like it.
Is there anything that you would like to see changed in the scene as it was before we, went through a global pandemic?
I'd love to see more venues be more open to live bands, because I mean, unfortunately, even before the pandemic, we only had 1, maybe 2 spots available for that would put on for the local scene, and there were no other venues or bars or anything that were really interested in anything the local scene was doing, unless it was your average acoustic guy just filling time on a Friday, Saturday night or something like that at a pub. So it would be great to see more local spots kind of open up to the local scene and kind of let us in. But
I'm gonna basically just steal what Matty G said and just like all ages. I grew up, and Zach, obviously, we like going like to shows when you're like 15, 16 and changing our lives. That's completely been gone for like, I don't know, like 8 years. And like, that's like, that would be something cool. Like the foundation was like, I know you, like, assuming you were around for that. Like, that's like my favorite shit ever, just going to see like shows at the foundation when I was like 14, 15, 16. And that's like completely gone.
I don't think there was a rare occurrence that I think I would ever miss a show.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't really care about the bands, I'd just be like, I'm going to that show.
Yeah.
Because we were kids, we wanted to learn about music and.
Well, yeah, like I wish there was a bunch of like, not to sound weird, but like teenagers that were super into Latchkey. Like that'd be like that grew up on us and like we just shaped them. But it's like impossible. It's like 19 or bust. Like,
well, and it's the other thing too. It's like when, like you said, okay, we were kids, we wanted to learn about music. It wasn't even if we go beyond that. It was even like, okay, it was like, okay, I'm gonna go meet all my friends at the show.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, now we're all here, we all hang out. But
that's where Zach and I met.
I've met this dork. I've met some of like my best friends I've ever known at just all ages shows back when I was a kid.
So keeping on the same train as like once live shows get to happen again, I want you to give me two lineups. Your first local show back, who's on that bill? And then outside the realm of reality, what is like the fantasy lineup that you could be part of?
Well,
so for a lineup like that we could realistically attain,
not Fox Run.
That's two.
Going all day.
No, like Fox Run, Flight 97, High Dives would be like a super like fun one to come back with for an EP release show, and then like for me, you can say yours after.
No,
but,
like,
just anything Blink-182 is like pretty much like good for me. Like that's basically it.
His ideal lineup is Blink-182 plays 3 times.
With Tom DeLonge.
Fair enough.
Hey, if I had a dream, or even just one band to throw in that dream lineup, bring back Let Live.
Zach also really likes Simple Plan.
Yeah.
We always like to ask this question as we're about to say goodbye. Are there any local bands that people should be listening to right now because they're awesome?
All of them. Every band that's still doing something.
They're not all good.
Who isn't good?
No, like the bands that I've said, Fox Run, I guess. High Dives, Flight 97. Like Rosewood Annie is pretty sick.
Really, any bands that are still like managing.
Blink-182.
Shut up. Really, any bands that are still like have been able to stay productive through the pandemic. I mean, everyone should try and support any band that's being able to, or that's releasing anything right now. Because I mean, we're all itching to get back. Like no one understands. Like we want to get back. Everyone's trying to do their best to keep busy, stay productive. So anyone releasing anything, go support the Lord living shit out of it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you for having us, though.
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining us. It was great
I
to talk
miss
to
you guys.
I miss you too.
I miss your whole self.
I miss your whole self.
But yeah, no, it's an honor. You guys are wonderful, and thank you.
So, thank you guys, everybody watching. Thank you so much for joining us for another one, and hopefully we'll all be in a sweaty club soon. Take care, everybody.
Oh yeah.
All right, bye.